Welcome to Papa Junk Shop. Well, got a nice fall day going here. What is it, first week of October. So we're starting to get some leaves changing. Some of them are pretty colorful if you're in the right spot. A few of the trees have actually lost their leaves already. So I got a little project I've been working on for the last couple of days. So take you around the backyard and show that to you. Okay, my old truck crane. I had it in two different trucks. Let's see, I had it in a 2000 Dodge and a 2007 GMC. And now my new GMC, or new to me GMC. I don't really want to mount it in the bed. The other ones I always mounted right here. And the newer trucks just don't have enough material. They'd have to fabricate a brace for underneath like I did on my other ones, and I'm just kind of over all of that, I guess. And besides that, quite often it was in the way. Like when we put the golf cart in there and stuff, it was always made it kind of tight quarters. And it always rattled a little bit too. So I was looking at other types of cranes for trucks because last couple engine shows I've gone to, I've had to have people help me unload and load my stuff because just don't seem to have the strength anymore. Getting old. So this is what I come up with. I looked at some of the other ones and they're like, well, anywhere between $400 and $1,000, I guess, by the time you get the shipping and everything. And some of them didn't look too substantial either. So I kind of come up with this. A little different than everybody else's, but I think it'll work. I'm not going to try to lift 1,000 pounds in there. So all I want to do is lift some of my engines, like this little generator. So it's not like I'm going to be stressing the thing out. So I'll put you up on a tripod and I'll show you what I come up with. Okay, hopefully you've got a little bit of a breeze that isn't going to screw up the audio too much. But first thing I did was my original post, of course, had a plate here. I cut that off. And you can see I added a little piece on previously. The original only come to here because I wanted a little higher in the truck. So I determined how high it used to be in the truck, and I measured down on the ground. That's how I determined this length. I got a piece of 2-inch, I guess Schedule 40 or heavy wall pipe, and it just fit inside there nicely. So it's welded there and around there, and I had to come up with a couple of brackets here. One for a brace, and this is the main arm that goes over to the hitch. So that's that. This is the piece that goes to the hitch. Now this bolt, or this hole here, I don't know what that is, 3/8 maybe? This goes in the receiver. This end goes on that post. And this is a foot. Bolt goes through there to make sure that it stays in place, and the brace goes from here up to that post. This is the brace, and this is the part that goes in the receiver. And this is a 1-inch bolt that's welded on this plate, and then the plate's welded onto that material. So I'll go ahead and assemble it. So the first thing, of course, is to get And to assemble it, I'm using some of these hitch pins or whatever they're called, I don't know. I didn't have one long enough for that, so next time I go to the flea market I'll have to find one. So just going to use a bolt for now. Well, there's the foot. Now, as you can see, I haven't assembled it very often, so I'm not sure what the easiest way is, so you're learning at the same time I am. Okay, well there's that assembly. Okay, now the reason I used the bolt there on some of the commercial ones, they have a piece of square tubing and you can slide it back and forth, and a lot of guys say when they get their truck loaded, it puts a lot of pressure on it and they can't get the thing disassembled. So I thought that should be able to pivot if the truck goes down, and this can move up. The same way for unlevel ground. You should be able to go on some uneven ground also, so get the brace on. Okay, brace is on, so next we just have to set that on the post. Got some air in it. Okay, got one of my little generators here. It's not really very big, but it is a heavy little bugger. For the fun of it, let's see how much it weighs. Okay, it's zeroed. £138. We should have centered that a little better. There we go. Didn't seem to be an issue at all. I was a little concerned about when you get way out here that wanting to pivot on that point, but I don't think that'll be a problem. Okay. Get this picked back up. Moving out here. I can add my weight on there too, and it doesn't seem to bother any. So I think it's going to work for me. Maybe it'll help some of you guys out too. I don't know. Build one from scratch or repurpose one, but I'm happy with my results. So If you enjoyed this one, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Oh yeah, and it does go up pretty high too. Almost straight up and down.